Hey everybody, welcome to Airsoftology Monday's Q&A show, the show that will answer your questions, help you out in a pinch, and also have a few updates before we get kicked off. I'm going to keep it really short this time. I'm your host, Jonathan Higgs, that's right. Got a few things going on. First off, big news, a little shameless self-promotion, but you guys have been asking, guys and gals, big time. That's right, they're back. The corgis are loose. I've got the Tacticorgi high-speed low drag patches back in stock in the store. I did a limited run again on this one, so not a bunch of them. I will say this, I teased them a couple days ago on my Instagram account. If you guys don't follow me over there, it's Airsoftology on Instagram, and I've sold like a third of them. A third are gone. So if you guys have been holding out for the Corgos, now is it. Of course, $9 free shipping anywhere worldwide. So that's included. So you just click the button. No matter where you live, they're going to come right to you. Also on the store, I've got my t-shirt. I got the Call Your Hits. I've got a few more shirts on the way, but I'm also excited to announce that we're adding Guardian Apparel, actually the company that makes my t-shirts, some of the great Guardian Apparel t-shirts to the store. There's a lot of cool ones out there that work for Airsoft as well. And I figured it'd be really neat to carry those. So if you guys want to check that collection out, it's also over at the web store. It's airsoftology.com/store right here, or I'll have a link. In fact, I'll just put a link over here in this corner and also down in the description below so you guys can go over there and do it. Also, before we get into questions this week, real quick, I will be heading this weekend to the Rock Airsoft. That is May 13th, 2017. That is Saturday. I'll be at the Rock Airsoft in Missouri, and I'll be hanging out there with G&G. They're doing a big G&G day. It's myself, Charlie from G&G, and of course, all the cool people at the Rock Airsoft. We'll be out there playing. I'm gonna try to do a little gameplay, get out, maybe do a little vlogging. So if you guys want to kind of get into the vlog and be a part of one of the videos here on the channel, I would love to see you out there. And of course, as I do more events, I'm gonna keep you guys posted. In fact, I've got one coming up the week after that in Colorado. Actually gonna be going to JTAX Milsim as well. But enough of where I'm going, enough of what we got in the store. It's time for what you're really here for, and that is your questions in the Tippmann mail call. Misfits Airsoft DK writes, what's the best way to deal with a cheater? In your opinion, you are 100% that you hit them. Look, cheaters are the most frustrating thing. In fact, I think cheater videos are probably the most popular thing on YouTube right now because we all deal with cheaters every single day at our field. I'm sure if you play anywhere, no field is immune to cheaters. Everyone has their share, whether it's lack of education, like a new player, or people who just don't think they should call it, or people who just are really slow to call it. You're gonna run into them out there. For me, it is very frustrating. I would love to lie to you and say, you know what? Oh, it's so easy to deal with cheaters. I don't get frustrated. But yeah, when you are just pegging them and you're just going, man, you're watching the BBs just bounce and you can see their shirt just, and you're like, you just know it, right? It's very frustrating. You know the feeling. You know that, you just want to yell and scream at them. And I used to do that. I was terrible. I should never have done that. I've learned early on in my Airsoft career, thank goodness, not to call other people out because you never really know 100%. You can know 99%, but not 100. But that said, if you're putting BBs into them and you're pretty sure, they're getting hit, the best thing to do is actually get a ref involved. And I've kind of covered this topic before, is go to the field, talk to the refs. Unfortunately, not all refs are created equal. Some of them aren't really equipped to deal with uncomfortable situations, to talk about a cheater, about their cheating and things like that. So if at first you don't succeed, continue to bring that up. Also encourage the other players to actually bring that up as well. Those are all great ways. For me, plan B, and I know this may not be the best thing, it's kind of a terrible thing for me to do, but always going back to the videotape doesn't hurt. When you're actually playing and if you're running a GoPro and you're going, well, they didn't call it, you can always make a great YouTube video out of it and get a lot of views. So there's always plan B there. But whatever you do, don't go yelling and call them out. And, maybe if you're really cool and smooth about it, you can actually go, hey man, we were playing last game and I think I may have hit you a couple times, did you maybe, you might want to address it. But again, sometimes that can cause a conflict and can be a bad thing. So my opinion, let the refs handle it. That's what you're paying to be there for. Remember, you're paying money to a field and that is the ref's job. That is the huge part of what it is. Provide this great experience for you and your friends and to resolve those issues like that. So yeah, just go to the field owner or actually the refs first and then eventually escalate it to the owner if you don't get a result and let him know how you're feeling about it because it's not just ruining it for you, it's probably ruining it for everybody else out there. Lucas P writes, hey Jonathan, I'm wondering why there are no lifetime warranties on airsoft guns. Is it because their products change quite a bit over time and everything's supposed to run hunky-dory after the warranty expires? In my opinion, it's probably neither of those. Airsoft is a maintenance sport, maintenance hobby. I mean, these things break down. They have moving parts, they have motors, and there are things that do fail. Your motor will wear out, guaranteed. You do enough shooting, that motor is going to wear out and be bad. It's not going to have the power. Eventually, it's going to all the way die out. You're going to have things like pistons break. The back of the piston could come off. Tappet plates break. Those are typically failure points in an airsoft gun. We're talking about AEGs. So a lifetime warranty for a company is not a smart move. It's going to cost them way more money than they want to deal with. Because margins, if you guys don't know, getting into business of airsoft, you don't make a lot of money selling an airsoft gun if you're a retailer. I mean, that's the honest to goodness truth. You think like, oh, they're selling a $300 gun and these people are making $150 or $200. Not anywhere near it. They're running on very thin margins, thinner than most businesses, most industries when you're talking about selling products. So adding a lifetime warranty would be crazy. Now, there are some companies that do 1-year warranties. For example, like Elite Force is doing a 1-year warranty. A lot of great companies that do 90-day warranties on their higher-end products like Crytac and some other ones that stand behind that product. And I think those are solid warranties. I'm even kind of surprised to see 1-year warranties in my opinion, because that's a long time. I mean, you can burn up a motor in a year very easily if you're playing actively a few times a week, like a few times a month. So going out like every other weekend and you're playing like hardcore all day Saturday. Or I know some of you guys and gals play like every weekend or even more than that. So yeah, you'll go through a motor pretty quick. And motors are not exactly cheap, especially when you get to the higher end guns. So why they don't do a lifetime warranty? It's probably because of that. Now, I am kind of surprised that some companies don't do extended warranties on the guns. It's something I've not seen in this industry. And add like, hey, a 3-year protection plan, let's say, where you can have it serviced and all that. That actually might be something interesting. And who knows, maybe that'll start happening here in Airsoft, at least in the US sometime soon. Get my words right there. But yeah, as for that, I really think it comes down to just the cost it would be. I mean, it would have raised the price of that gun so much. Like a $300 gun would cost like $500 to have that warranty attached. A $200 gun could be like $350 or more to have that warranty attached. It would just be way too cost prohibitive to actually do a lifetime warranty in Airsoft. Ben Deanda writes, are airsoft guns cheaper if you buy them where they are manufactured? Just wondering. I just came back from Taiwan and Hong Kong, so you're going to find a lot of airsoft guns are made between those two locations. For Taiwan, no. They're not actually. Surprisingly, you're going to pay about the same and sometimes even more in Taiwan for that same product. It's just one of those things. I think airsoft guns do change. You go to Hong Kong. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm saying generally. Now, yes, you can get deals absolutely in different places. And some guns do cost a little less. I'm talking about comparison to the United States. Now, if you're in the UK, in Europe, you might be paying a lot more for the airsoft gun. And yes, you absolutely can get it cheaper where they're made in Taiwan or in Hong Kong. As for China, I'm not sure you're actually able to really buy airsoft guns in China. Don't quote me on that. Anybody here who's watching from mainland China, if you guys do watch the channel, or guys or gals, let me know, because that is something I'm curious to know about, honestly, if you can. I don't think you can because of the restriction of guns, but they can't export them. But anyway, I digress. In Hong Kong, yes, they are cheaper. Absolutely. I went down Gun Street a couple weeks ago when I was there in Hong Kong, and you can pick up like Tokyo Marus for like $105 for like a Glock. Oh, I said the G word. Oops. But yes, you could do that. So yes, they are cheaper depending. But again, that's a Tokyo Marui in Hong Kong, which from what I understand is actually cheaper to get in Hong Kong than you can in Japan. So to answer your question, still not cheaper than where it's made for that. But anyway, that's kind of my thing. It does vary. It seems the price is rather standard across the world, but yeah, you can find some good deals. Hong Kong, Taiwan, and I've never been to Japan, so I can't speak on that, but I have seen Japanese prices. Seems like a little cheaper, especially in the Marui stuff, if you're looking for that. Azrael writes, hey Jonathan, is it true that you hide mags in your beard? Yes, I can, but only pistol mags. You only let it get so long. I don't let it get too big. So if I let it get bigger, I could do rifle mags. But for me right now, it's just the pistol mags I hide in here. Typically one per side, and those are kind of my backups. If I get, like run of everything, I can just pull them out, go to town. All right, that is it for questions this week, which means it is time for the Code Red Headsets video recommendation of the week. And this one is another female airsofter, actually. I've been doing this one a lot, or a lot of female airsofters highlighting on the channel. I think I've had like this be the third one. in like 6 or 7 shows here. A lot of great new channels popping up. And this one is Airsoft Caroline. She's out of Sweden, and she does some really good videos. She just did a Q&A that actually got my attention. It popped up in my feed, and also some gameplay and some other videos. Her English is impeccable. It's fantastic. So if you are English speaking, don't worry. This channel is gonna be fantastic and great for you. You're gonna be able to listen to it no problem. Probably actually better than my English at some times, believe it or not. But yeah, what caught my attention was this latest video that she put up called We Didn't Make It. It's gameplay, good pacing, good action in there, and really enjoyed it. But like I said, she did a Q&A as well, so she's really mixing up the channel. Very diverse Airsoft, and I think this is another one of those channels that definitely going to be watching here, watching it grow and become big. I think she's got a lot of definite potential to go places in Airsoft. So, oh, by the way, she only has right now, under 1,000 subscribers. So I think that's probably going to change here pretty soon. So still a very fresh channel. So guys and gals, if you guys are interested in checking out this video that I've highlighted here over my shoulder, I will always have a link in the description below so you can click and check it out, or check out Airsoft Caroline's channel over there. And if you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button over there for her, and also let her know that I sent you. All right, that is it for this week. Thank you so much for putting your questions in. By the way, 2 big things I want to ask you. If you do have questions for the show, please put them in the comment section below and vote up your favorites. Be persistent. Every single week, ask those questions. I can only answer a few, and you guys put so many good ones down there every single week. I also love how you do help each other out. I know I say that every week as well. Also, if you want to have a channel that you watch, you enjoy, something that's neat, you want to get a video highlighted, whether it's your channel or one that, like I said, you subscribe to and think it's great that I haven't talked about or haven't talked about recently, let me know in the comment section below. Also, I'd be really interested in seeing those. I'm always looking for new Airsoft related channels, or even things that are kind of around Airsoft. I can get into like the cosplay stuff. We can kind of walk into gaming, like video gaming, things like that. Anything in kind of the peripheral of Airsoft as well. But anyway, until next week, go out, play some Airsoft, have some fun. No matter what you do, call your freaking hits.